Good morning, and I'm really proud and privileged to be here today to deliver the opening address. Thank you, Mr. Brahmam, for inviting me. Brainfeed is doing a remarkable job in putting together the awards and encouraging education leaders. I will just set the tone by talking on visionary and dynamic academic leadership. All of you who are being recognized here are visionary and dynamic academic leaders. The first thing that I'd like to say is that you can be dynamic and calm at the same time. Calmness and dynamism are not opposite. And those of you who have become a little spiritually minded in life, follow some teachings, some pathways, we realize that it is important to win the inner battle. Leadership is required in every field, and if I can say so, the world today would be better off if we had better leaders in the world. The academic leadership is very, very important because who is our stakeholder? The stakeholders are the future of the world. That is the children, the student. What are we nurturing in education? We are nurturing human beings. We are nurturing the future. We are nurturing humanity. There's a very fashionable term nowadays. We live in a VUCA world. In a world which is volatile, which is full of chaos, which is not calm. So children of today are growing up in an era of too much happening in their minds. And my area of specialization nowadays, my book is called Finding Success Within. I speak on overthinking and avoiding overthinking. The weakest link in the education spectrum, unfortunately, is the parent. Because the parents have somehow not made themselves into the role models that they need to be. So I went to a school and asked the children, who all wants to become a teacher? Everybody wants to become a police officer, industrialist, something else. Nobody said, except one little girl raised her hand, I want to be a teacher. The more we inspire our qualified, educated, brilliant youth to become educators, the better educators we'll have. But parents don't want that. Parents don't want their children to become teachers. What is important in life? Human beings tend to take whatever they get easily for granted. Money and power are not going to give us ultimate happiness. What about fame and popularity? One youngster interviewed me on a podcast. He interviewed me very earnestly, very eagerly. He talked about life, leadership, etc. I thought he's a youngster just starting out. He has lakhs of followers. The point is that fame also is not permanent. It is not going to give us that happiness we are seeking. There was a school teacher who retired after 35 to 40 years of service. He was standing at a bus stand, and there's a young man and his wife and two children. They come to him and touch his feet. I'm so happy and thrilled to meet you again after so many years. The wife tells sir also. She says, sir, he can't stop talking about your inspiration. How you inspired him in his academic, in his school career, when you were his teacher. That, for the teacher, is the earning of his life. Because ultimately, teachers are giving students not knowledge, but hopefully inspiration. In today's era of technology, I have a TEDx talk on AI versus human intelligence. How much technology do we need? Can we have coffee through the computer? Can we replicate that through AI? Your nostrils, your taste buds, which are savoring coffee, AI cannot give that. It cannot. What about the smile of a grandmother? Can the smile of a grandchild or a grandmother be replicated anywhere? So our AI is to be tempered and brought into the leadership ambit by being on top of the game. So I went to IIT Madras to speak. And I find that they are overthinking and they're watching too many reels. And Brainfeed is doing a remarkable job by inculcating, imparting, imbibing the habit of reading. Sir, one voice says, he became the captain of the club and I could not be. So overthinking is the bane. And that is the drawback of this generation. Purity of thought exists until college starts. And careers, and then all the pressures of life start. And then parents, they're the most depressed because they are under the most pressure, class 11 students of the world, of that age group. We need to be their friend. And academic leaders to introduce meditation in this. 5 minutes, for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we are all supposed to read, all the teachers. Just after the children leave, they have a 10-minute reading time for teachers. Jeff Bezos of Amazon, he makes people read for the first 10 minutes of a meeting. So reading meditation, creativity. The more creative a child is, and the school is imparting that creativity. I'm a sportsman. The children on the stage were classical dancers, musicians, poets, artists. These are the things that bring power to life, happiness to life, joy to life. So academic leaders will do well also. I know of a vice chancellor who is learning the guitar today at the age of 60 something. Time is the greatest, it is the greatest foolhardiness to say I don't have time. And Socrates said, beware the barrenness of a busy life. Conversation skills. Listening to others, talking to others. Human beings are meant to be social. And Harvard study, 70 years they studied people with longer, happier lives were those who had social interaction. So I would say academic leaders can be dynamic, visionary, and calm by following these themselves and then bringing out the best from their teams and not being scared of AI. I was a class 9 boy and I answered something in the class and I was scared of the teacher. Everybody was scared of the teacher because of the answer I gave. It began with an O. It was in the offing. He said, good boy to me. I am inspired by those 2 words, which he said only once. So please encourage yourselves, your colleagues, and be inspired to be even better leaders. Thank you.